This is my last video because it's storming here and sun's out, but I still want to stop so I can post these damn things. So I'm gonna make a video on what I just said. So this is for everyone who did not know, and I'm going to do this. And I'm not saying this as an insult. I want to first let everybody know that I'm saying this because I'm gonna honor Native Americans, but I'm also gonna honor Italians. Very few Native Americans were actually cast in these Western movies. Okay? Very few. Not too long ago, when I found out that a certain Native American known as the Crying Indian, Iron Eyes Cody, was not a Native American, it hurt my feelings. Because all my life, I just knew Iron Eyes Cody was a Native American. I just knew he was. I found out that he wasn't a Native American. I think he was an honorary Native American. And if he wasn't, he should be. Because I couldn't tell he wasn't a Native American. But he was a great actor. So Iron Eyes Cody, I salute you. But a lot of Italians were cast as Native Americans in these Western movies. Because I guess way back then, Hollywood just would not go to reservations and ask Native Americans, hey, you want to play a Native American? You're going to die. I don't think Native Americans really got their call to fame really in movies until Graham Greene, Wes Studi, Little Bear with the Indian in the cover, and them actually started acting. You know, most people who had some Native American in them played in some of the westerns, but that shit really didn't start happening until like the late 70s, early 80s. Prior to that, they did not have Native American people play Native Americans on TV. They had actors who they tanned up and made look like Native Americans, and they didn't look like full-blooded Native Americans because, unlike Donald Trump, who they don't look like Native Americans to me, I'm not going to condemn them for that. Here's the thing about acting. You play the role that you're given. Mako was Japanese. He played in The Green Hornet against Kato in one episode. He played a few other things. Pat Morita, who's Japanese, he played Arnold on Happy Days. I didn't know that because I didn't watch that much Happy Days. But, there are a lot of actors who are of Asian descent that don't play the ethnicity that they are. George Takei is Japanese. Sue was Japanese, but he also played in other things where he was not Japanese. But him and Mako, they had a documentary, and excuse me. Damn it, why can't I remember? Grandpa from the Three Ninjas. He played a lot of Japanese characters, even though he's actually Chinese. And this happens with a lot of the Asian cultures. This happens with the Native American cultures, where they just don't hire those actors. And this is another reason why there are not a lot of mixed actors getting roles outside of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I salute you. Don't worry, I'm not here to insult The Rock. I don't want to have a political story. And I seen him slap the shit out of Tyrese. I don't want to be on the backside of that shit. I don't need The Rock to tell me how to understand the palm of his hand. No God smacking here. But anyway, because pain sucks. The whole point I'm making is that way back when the movie business started, way back in the Charlie Chaplin days, white men played black men, they blackface. That's why that causes problems these days. Not the respect of the art of being an actor, not the respect that these black actors that were white in face paint, they didn't have the technology that we have today. And to be fair, Prince played a white guy in Under the Cherry Moon. That's why it was filmed in black and white, so he would actually look a little bit lighter, or look whiter. Joan Chen played a Native American, and she's full Chinese. So, what's going on here? Why am I making this video? I'm making this video to make a statement. Because even Vivian Wu played a Native American in one of the Tales from the Crypts. She played this little drum beater. And yes, Vivian Wu and Joan Chen are two of my favorite Chinese actresses. Also, Jacqueline, damn it, I can't think of her name. The movie is called Samantha Sometimes. And she also plays Sulu's daughter in one of the Star Trek episodes. And then there's Rosalind Chow. See? And then there's Constance Wu, who has a new movie coming out. Here's the thing about acting. For the actors who have made it, that's not me. You're blessed. Count your blessings. Keep doing what you do. For the actors that haven't made it, which is me, keep counting your blessings. Don't give up, and your time will shine. And here's the thing. For everyone who don't know, I'm only going to say this one more time. please understand, I'm not being a dick. Native Americans are actually Asian. The only reason I know this is because one of my friends who's Korean beat me in a bet and proved me to be wrong. We are not from Atlantis, and some of us can change into animals. Granted, that's folklore and legend, but, folklore and legends vary by tribe. The important part of this is that in the late 70s, 60s, and 50s, because video movies and stuff came out in the late 40s, like right before the Great Depression smacked us in the face with the mace. The whole thing is that when acting began, there were no minorities. You're just coming off of slavery. The camera just got invented. Whoever invented the camera went around the world taking pictures, and probably not the safest places of the world. When they started making movies, when they started making reels and stuff so that you can record and things like that to have entertainment, entertainment's not that old. Entertainment's not more than 1,000 years old. It's not that old. It's like maybe 200-300 years old. And I could be wrong. I'm not a genius. I'm not a scientist. But entertainment, I'm pretty sure if you Google it, it came out between the 40s and the 50s. Next damn thing you know, movies came out. People started getting rich. Hollywood was born somewhere between the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. I'm not real sure. I'm pretty sure it was between the 20s and the 30s. I don't want to go any further back, but I'm pretty sure in the 1920s and 30s they had to have entertainment, and I know that radio came out first. Alright, I don't know when radio came out, but I know that radio came out and TV came out. Soap operas have been around for a long time. However, in the entertainment business, people of color weren't given a chance. People of color probably didn't get a chance before the 50s and 60s. So we got to respect acting. We have to respect those white actors that painted in blackface. They may not have been prejudiced, but if your character was black, and you can't just convince some black guy off the streets that, hey, you want to come and act? That didn't happen until Uncle Remus came around. And then all of a sudden people wondered, it's like, wow, we actually can get black people to say some lines off of paper because now we can teach them how to read. So that was one of the reasons why there weren't a lot of black actors. We didn't know how to read. And if you're not legally allowed to know how to read, and some of the females were played by white men who had to look extra feminine. So I wouldn't pass for that because I have 5 o'clock shadow. But back then they probably shaved him with a hot razor to make sure that shit was long gone for the scenes. But you have to respect acting. You have to respect the actors. And you have to understand why and how these things happen. I'm James Williams Jr. You need to check this out. Google Iron Eyes Cody. Google when the television began. Google everything. Because there are some things that even Google doesn't know. And you need to get this thing called a book.